Celebrating Black culture, a new exhibit is open at the Jekyll Island Mosaic Museum. The In Service of Others gallery gives people an opportunity to learn about the legacy of the African American workforce in the Jekyll Island Club community. And joining us now is Michael Scott, who is the Director of Historic Resources. Good morning, Michael. It's great to see you.
Good morning, everybody.
Hey, tell us about this exhibit. What will we see?
So the exhibit itself focuses on the African American community that worked on the island during the Jekyll Island Club era, late 1800s, early 1900s, and really kind of goes into the roles that they played and how they really were the keystone to facilitate a whole other world that most of the time people really think about, the visitors, of the wealthiest of the wealthy, the J.P. Morgans, the Pulitzers, and whatnot.
And what will visitors actually experience on this tour?
So there's the gallery space there, and then there's also the tour, which we decided was too important to not do because we have not only the story but the location for a lot of it. So they'll be able to go around on the tour, visit two of the different cottages, and see a lot of the spaces that the individuals we talk about were actually actively working in, what they would have seen when they were there.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Can you tell us about Charlie Hill?
Charlie really is the linchpin of the exhibit here. So much of his family and his connections in the community are really what was at the center of the African American community on Jekyll Island. Charlie's story itself goes all the way back to the start of the club era and runs all the way right through the end of it too. So he's kind of our guiding narrator through this stuff. Everything kind of relates somehow back through or to him.
Do you have a way to see artifacts and things like that?
We do. We've got a number of different artifacts from the collection in the space. Kind of the real highlight one, though, is our ledger book. And so it was the pay ledger for any of the club employees. And you can identify some of the names on there as African-American employees. And it's great. You can see how much they're making, what their jobs were, and it's through a couple different months. So if it changed through the years or through the season.
And how are you making this experience COVID safe?
So we've got limited numbers that we're actually taking in through the spaces. We've got reduced spacing on the trolley, and just in general doing more than average cleaning, average nowadays in COVID anyways, cleaning of the spaces, and just being very conscious about other individuals and our staff as well, all being able to safely experience the Jekyll Island Club era.
How long will we have a chance to see this?
So the tours are going up and through the end of February here, but the exhibit itself, kind of telling the rest of the story, will be up until for a couple more months here, heading into the summer months.
Sounds like a good reason to go to Jekyll Island.
Always.
Thank you so much, Michael Scott. We appreciate your being with us this morning. And we want to remind you that we have an entire page dedicated to Black History Month on our website, newsforjax.com. You'll find stories on our local African American history, including those you might have missed from our continuing coverage. Lots to see.